Alt and Shift, and just drag this out. Click enter. Hopefully I did that right. Maybe haven't done this one in a while. But yeah, it looks like it's done it. So now you only have a border on the top and bottom. And, you know, another good thing to do is create a new layer. Have it on a black brush. Just click around the edges. This. Like that. And you know, you're gonna want some lighting, so it looks like the lighting's coming down across like this, but I don't know how that's gonna go with that really dark spot, but we can see. So new layer, you're gonna change this to white. You know, you just click the arrow right here, you can click X on your keyboard and just, I mean, let's see, we want to lower the opacity on that a ton. And you can see like the lighting that it creates by turning it off and on. So yeah. So, you know, maybe what do you want to do next? You want to sharpen them up, you want to blur. So, new layer, image, apply image. Just go up to your image tab. Don't change anything, just click OK. You know, first off, we might want to dodge and burn, so you're going to click this tool. It might be on any one of these, just right click it, click burn. You know, you want your exposure down pretty much to like 10, 20, and you can change all the ranges right there. So we're just going to darken the shadows up a bit, so you know, just shadows, you know, wherever you want. Just click a bunch of times. You don't want to click too many times. But yeah, and then you can turn it off and on and see the just minor differences. The new layer, and you're gonna want to do the dodge tool now. Same thing with the exposure. We have it on mid-tones and just makes it stand out a bit more. Alright, so now that you've done that, now you're gonna blur and sharpen. So apply image, go to filter, scroll down to blur, blur, and it blurs the whole thing. So you're gonna just erase off the render and just like leave the edges a bit, and you can lower the opacity, make it less. Alright, so now you want to sharpen it, so you do the same thing, apply image, and then filter, sharpen, and lower the opacity on it because it's pretty strong. And then you want to erase it off the edges and just keep the sharpening on the render so it stands out more. Alright, so you know, let's just create a simple animation for this. I mean, I don't know what would look best. Maybe some flashing text. I don't know what you want, so just click text right here, your text tool. Usually takes a second. Alright, so just click, and you want to learn the rule of thirds, definitely. You know, I'm not the best with text, I'm just gonna put it right here just for this. Alright, so to create an animation, you're gonna go up to window and you're gonna click timeline. Alright, so what that'll do is it'll pull up this timeline right here. Oops. Let's go ahead and delete that. I didn't mean to create that. Alright, so it creates this timeline. I don't know what's up with my toolbar, so let's duplicate this layer and double click it on the right, and click color overlay. We'll just change it to orange or something in the image, like that. Maybe add a drop shadow, or we'll just keep it like this. Alright, so you're going to deselect that. Now what that does is, on this layer, all it shows is the white text. So then we create a new layer, and then we turn this layer back on. This layer shows the rust colored text. So what you're going to do is hold shift down, and you're going to click your first layer right here, and then you're going to go down to this. It's like 3 dots. It's called tweens and animation frames. You're going to click that. It says 6. You can change that to whatever you want. Just click OK. Then you're going to create a new layer right here again, and deselect the second text. And you're going to hold shift and do that again. So just OK. You're going to set this to forever. Might not already be like that for you. And then click play. And see what it does is the text flashes now. It's pretty cool. Alright, so you gotta save this differently now. So go to File, Save for Web. And if you don't save it for web, the animation isn't gonna work. No. Right here, just click Save, and you're done. So we're just gonna cancel that. Alright. Let's do adding a clipping mask to text. So just gonna turn this layer off. New layer. Image. Apply image. Click OK. And you're gonna hold the Alt key down, and you're gonna just highlight over this layer, and it'll give you this little arrow right here. I'm just gonna click once. And what that does is it's like taking this image and putting it onto the text. Now you just move this and see what happens to the text. It's a really good way to have your text fit. It just depends. So you just put it a place where you like it. Let's just say that's good for me. But it's still hard to see, so we're gonna double click this on the right again. We're gonna click stroke. Maybe. Okay, since it's a clipping mask, I guess it's not working. What the heck? Okay, now it's working. So yeah, you just click stroke, just do 1 pixel, and you can add a drop shadow right here. Just adds a little shadow to the background, outer glow, just so you can see your text a bit more. Okay. So obviously this text placement isn't the best, and it's also a bit big, the text. I would resize it. But yeah, that's just, simple, starting off Photoshop, dragging in your C4Ds, your fractals, how to resize your render, how to start a project, new layers, adding a, border, how to use gradients and curves and color balances, and changing the layer styles right here. I guess there are layers. How to rasterize, adding a gradient to your background, all kinds of stuff. And there's tons of different styles you can do. This is just one, but hopefully it gets you started in Photoshop. There's one other thing I want to show you is go back to this, click brightness and contrast, and, make it brighter. If it's too dark, and add, same thing. If it's too bright, you can lower the opacity. But yeah, that wasn't that bad, and we made it pretty fast. So again, hopefully This gets you a jump start on making signatures. And thanks for watching.